Alright, what is up, my friends? Welcome. You've made it to the end of a dungeon. This is the last room, 10 New Brews. This is the 10th deck of all 10 New Brews. Anything you missed, folks, it's all going to be on YouTube. There they are, all 10 decks. We've had successes, we've had failures, we've laughed, we've cried, we've drooled people's faces off. That's all the decks. They're all on YouTube, or they all will be on YouTube. Go look for them. Tomorrow's article on coolstuffinc.com. All the deck list, all my thoughts on each. Just there it is. There they are. And our last deck is perhaps the memeiest. Ophidian Tribal. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of Magic players out there, like maybe you or you. Definitely not you, but probably you. Who don't even know what an Ophidian is. An Ophidian is a creature from Tempest, maybe? Mirage? Maybe earlier than that, honestly. No, Visions? I think it's Visions. A 1/3 creature for 3. And whenever it hits your opponent, you draw a card. So it was the first creature that had that effect. We saw it later on with like Thieving Magpie and Shadow Mage Infiltrator, but it was the original card. And it was definitely a very, very heavily played card in Standard. It's funny because like they've printed it in newer, better versions, and it's totally unplayable all the time. Yeah, Sea Dasher Octopus, good example. So an Ophidian is a creature that when it hits your opponent, you draw a card. And they printed a new Ophidian type card in the new set. They just make these names to freaking, like, to mess with me.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Grazilax? That actually wasn't that hard. Is that right? Grazilax? Ithalid Scholar. Look at this creepy thing. Blue 1, 3/2. Legendary Horror. Whenever a creature you control goes blocked, you can bounce to your hand. Which is actually a really good ability. Because it means you can just attack all your creatures all the time and then protect the ones that get blocked in a bad way. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. So, you play a flyer, play this on turn 3, attack, and draw a card. So our deck's full to the brim of crappy cards and ways to draw more of them. So we have 3 copies of Grazilix. We have 3 copies of Toski, Bearer of Secrets, which makes all of your things into Ophidians. And we have 2 copies of Sea Dasher Octopus, also an Ophidian-esque effect. And we're just playing a bunch of cheap, crappy creatures. We have 4 Wind Robbers and 4 Silver Ravens. They're both essentially just flying men. We have Sentinel that makes some mana. We have Maraleaf Pixie, which is a card that, like, is actually pretty good and exists and, like, just never sees any play because it doesn't really have any reason to. 2/2 Flyer for 2, which is, like, fine. And it's a mana creature. This card's sweet. So we have Pixie here. And then we have 4 Lofty Denials and 2 Stern Dismissals. And then 4 copies of Brazen Borrower. So a lot of bounce, a lot of counterspells, a lot of tempo. This is a full-on tempo deck. Dies the Bone Crusher? Sure, that's fair. That's fair. Most cards do. And so we're just a full-on tempo deck. We're just going to be playing, counterspells. You have sort of a dive-down effect. So that's just the deck. I don't know. We are playing Snarls, unfortunately, because mana's not very good. But don't want the Modal Blue instant that gives Hexproof taps a creature. I don't think so. Seems a little too low power. Snakeskin Veil is quite good. So the whole deck dies the Bone Crusher. Listen, you ain't wrong, but what are you gonna do? Toski doesn't die to Bone Crusher. Toski don't die to nothing. Toski tough. So Ophidian Tribal is our final deck. Let's get the Ophidian in the picture, right? And 10 New Brews. Gaia's Skyfolk. All my boomers out there, raise your hand in chat. Remember the card Gaia's Skyfolk. That's gonna be our YouTube comment of the day. Also, Gaia's Skyfolk. All capital letters. That card was great. For those who don't know, an Apocalypse was the enemy colored set of the invasion block, and there was a really good common for each color. And Gaia's Skyfolk was a blue and a green for a 2/2 flyer. It was a merfolk and an elf, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, a 2/2 flyer for 2? No drawback? That's insane!" It was a different time, my friends. It was a different time. Alright, so hand's fine. We're going to keep. This deck's going to suffer a bit probably in the best of one. Oh, you can't see it because of the ads in the way. I woke the dragon up. He's not happy. He's kind of giving me a look. This is a really freaking cool backdrop. That's cool. Ads are back though, sorry. Oh, mono red, yeah. This is probably going to be a pretty bad best of one deck because it's probably bad against aggro decks and then good against like slower decks, and all best of one is just like an aggro hellscape. So Alright, so Stone Coil's gone. Little artifact creature birds. Yeah, we're just gonna get rocked by mono red here. It's a Magda. It's a little bit different. It's not just a straight mono red. This is fine. We'll save the Raven to block the Magda. Play Pixie, say go. I guess leading up the Lofty Denial isn't crazy there, but remember people lost their minds about Spiritmonger? Yeah. Yeah, Spiritmonger was a 6/6 for 5. Oh my god, a 6/6 for 5. Alright, well, you called it, chat. You called it, and they stomped my Pixie. Alright, we're gonna block. Don't stomp me again. Oh, get out of here. Alright, so... You play a Stone Coil. I mean, obviously, mutating onto Stone Coil is pretty awesome. Brutal. Just brutal. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Yeah, I know. Eldraine will rotate soon, my friends. Hold on, alright? Dragon, what are your thoughts on Eldraine? Oh, he's mad. He's mad. They're just attacking. I am not blocking here. I want to keep the Stone Coil alive for my Steedacher Octopus, so whatever. You got me. They have an Embercleave. We have Stern Dismissal, which is actually very good against Embercleave, so... Unleash Fury, double power. What?
Inconceivable!
What? What is going on? We just got 8 balls by 2 Unleashed Furies. They just have nothing left. How do they plan on winning this game? Okay, sure. You say so. You gotta say go. We have Octopus onto Stone Coil as a +2 trick. Yeah, they're just dead. Like that was a really aggressive play. They run Goldspan Dragon. Yeah, I mean, but that's fine. But then why? But why do that then? You know, like I'm not asking why they're playing this card. I'm asking why they made that choice right then and there. All right, so they're gonna fire in the Monitor on the Stone Coil Serpent. We can trade Pixie for Magda. We kind of like don't have anything else to block with and things. All right. I'm going to... let them attack and go to 4. Just block, I guess. The problem is the Hall Monitor, honestly. If we just have 1 creature left over. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat this Hall Monitor, honestly. That's like a lot of cards, but... Alright, I think we're in big trouble, honestly, but... Get in and draw 2. Hopefully we draw a blue land. We can Stern Dismissal something. That wasn't bad either. That was actually pretty good. Alright, say go. Now we have Borrower Dismissal also. Play Bone Crusher, sure. So they're going to Monitor a Sentinel. And I'm actually like pretty happy with this trade, honestly. Like, we already have a card draw engine in play. You know, we don't need another card draw engine. Yeah, I think this game's like actually over. I think we're actually like, because now we have Dismissal and Brazen Borrower to defend also. You draw a card, it's an island. Oh, that's fun. Play Raven, have Borrower, Lofty Denial up. I think I want to bottom that. We have enough bounce spells. We're not gonna bounce Bone Crusher Giant, and bouncing Monitor sucks too, so. And there's like dead in 2 turns also, so. Alright, so they drew Embercleave, which is actually the nut for us. Now we're just gonna blow them out, so. No, they have Infuriate. Alright, so we're going to Brazen Borrower them. And still blow that one out, which is great. And then we can actually Lofty Denial the... Oh, no, we can't. It's a 1-drop, so... Can I just pay 4? Alright, so that resolves. Untap. Attack. We're not completely out of the woods. You know, we do have this issue of, like, we can't really bounce the Bone Crusher Giant, but... Alright, we're going to attack and draw a spell. We need to draw a spell here. Could have cast Borrower? No, I couldn't have. I was short of mana. Oh, in combat. You're right. You're right. I should have, actually. Draw a card. Need a spell. That's a spell. Sure. As long as I can block and survive 1 more turn, we're good to go here. Embercleave would cost 4, so we can counter with Lofty Denial, which is great. They're going to attack with just Hall Monitor. Alright, no. Just Bone Crusher. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can't beat Denial and Dismissal here, so... Yeah, alright. We beat Mono Red with the Scrappy blue Ophidian deck. I like that. 1-0. 1-0. That's sweet. Alright. I also like Scrappy decks like this, too. Just like... Scrappy, crappy card, just looking for a way to win. Just some old school Magic. Frost Boil Snarl. Alright, how about Merfolk Wind Robber? You think we're playing Rogues, but nah. Is that a main deck dispute? Or not? Shock? Actual Shock. The card Actual Shock is really good against us. Not a card that sees much play in the format, because obviously Stomp is legal. You can just play Stomp instead, but... Alright, we're going to Silver Raven. Quoth the Raven. Scry 1. Oh, I'm live. Live as can be. I'm going to keep the green land, so we can just, like, cast our spells, honestly. We have a Mana Snake and Stonecoil Serpent, so... You gotta stomp my poor bird. Alright, so we're playing its actual Stomp Tribal, because we're playing a literal Shock, too. Yeah, Bone Crusher Giant's really good. Who would have thought? Bone Crusher Giant makes all of our bounce spells look so bad, too. Probably just trade if they give it to me here. Prismari Command? Not on my Stonecoil, that's for sure. Safe from that one. Claim the Firstborn? What is going on in Mythic these days? What the hell was that? What? They just Lava Spiked us? I don't know what's happening anymore, folks. I really don't even know what's happening anymore. I guess this is just best of... This is what best of ones like, usually? Sprite Dragon, sure. Just actual life. Yeah, and the irony is that it's true. There's irony twofold. The irony is, A, that the card Ophidian is a 1/3, so it would survive all these shocks. That's irony number 1. Irony number 2 is that if we had an Ophidian in play, Claim the Firstborn is actually good. Now it's a cantrip shock, which is funny. But, alright, we're going to block here. Just petty theft this Sprite Dragon. try and draw some spells of some kind. Snakeskin Veil. I've seen better, but sure. Where my Ophidians at? 10 new snooze? Yeah, what do you want from me? My decks are great. Prismari. Alright. Sure. Another card that's like not very good to bounce at Brazen Bar. Can I cast Sprite Dragon or not? Oh, please attack with it. Please attack with it. Please attack. Please attack. Please attack. Yeah, we got him.
Bingo!
Block. Scrappy. Scrappy to the last. Just love these Scrappy decks. I would trade Borrower for... Actually, no, I would because I have Lofty Nile in play. So I'll just say go here. Should we just bounce this thing? Whatever. Bounce this. Attack for 4. We have Lofty Nile too, so... I think they Prismari again, we just Lofty Denial it. They're gonna Blitz of the Thunder Raptor and try and kill my Borrower. They'll succeed. They'll succeed. I will counter their Prismari, and I will hope to draw good cards. Does deck want 4 Toski, maybe? Like, I just want to draw Toski like every turn, every game. Alright, that's a honkin' shonker. That's a honkin' shonker. No more Scrappy now. We're slamming. We passed the Scrappy point in the game. We're just slamming now. Experimental Overload. Make a 3/3 and return the claim the first one. I mean, they can nug me for 6 here. It's kind of not cool, I guess. We're 13. Alright. I guess. Snakeskin Veil, right on time, as usual. Alright, we're just like go here. We attack for 6, they attack for 3. We attack for 6, they attack for 3. We attack for 6. They are actually dead. Alright, sure. Whatever. We have this Borrower too. Just freaking attack. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up, folks. And I said... What about... They're going to top? Alright. Target it. Do it. Target it. They play a kill spell on this. We just protect it and then kill them. So, yeah, any kill spell or card that targets my creatures will win the game for us, which is pretty cool. But it doesn't work. Deal to make a treasure. They can't even target it. They're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You don't know you're dead, but you're dead. I promise you. I promise you you're dead. Promise you. Do the math. I did the math. It added up.
After it was all over,
It added up.
he took us in the house and served us pancakes.
It's a 2-hour 3-up. 2-hour 3-up. What is going on? Solo. Hand's great. Bounce playing Yorion. This should be a good matchup for us. Honestly. All our Snakeskin Veils and counter spells. Alright. We also get to play Pixie with... we're Yorion All-Seed. Even the Yorion decks are white decks. Alright, so we're going to play Pixie. Then next turn we have Scholar plus Snakeskin Veil. We draw land, which I would love to do. We mill a Crawling Barrens. Okay. Dranith Magistrate. I mean, that turns off our ability to play adventure cards, but it's not the worst. So now I can play Scholar here. But then I don't have the protection up. I guess that's fine, though. Just draw a freaking card, right? Ophidians! Haven. Wrong color. Well, unfortunately, Dismissal is not unsummon. We can't save our own creature with it, which kind of sucks, but... They're robbers, they go. No Skyclave. Redain, God of the Worthy. Yeah, whatever. This game's freaking over. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna Stern Dismissal. Just bounce this and just get in. We have Snakeskin Veil too. We also have the Brazen Borrower. I'm actually gonna borrow the Magistrate and do it that way, and keep the Veil up. This is a joke. We are destroying them. Unfortunately, you only draw one off of the Scholar. It's not for one for each creature, like Toski, but this isn't even close. Like, they're gonna play Magistrate instead of playing Redain. Interesting. And an Aspirant. Okay. All right, to keep the Flyers going. Yep. So get it for 4, draw a card. Mill a card, draw a card. Lofty Denial. We can't currently play Brazen Borrower. They cast Redain, we counter it for sure. And they have 8 cards in the bin now, so we can sack these if we want to. Giant Killer. Whatever. Pump the Luminarch. They're going to go for the attack? Oh, wow. We take this, I think, right? Yeah, we take this for sure. Just tricks. Tricks on tricks on tricks. Tricks are for me. Tricks are for me.
Get off my plane.
Tricks are for me, not for kids. Screw the kids. Let's go. Yeah, that's great. Yorion again? Sure. What'd I say now? Bottom. Cool. Pixie. Alright. Yeah, well, what mana tricks are for nut? Yes, I'm streaming the draft tournament. It'll be my first draft in the format. It's tonight. Big tournament. 32 player single elim. Change title of the ladder to number 1. Just playing some games. You know, we're just having some fun. Just having some fun. Another Sentinel? Alright. I mean, we're just jamming here. Like, we get to play another Sentinel, have Lofty Denial. I think our deck should be good against the Ultimatum deck, in theory. Because we're just like a cheap counterspell flyer deck. But we'll see. Obviously, their deck is very good. So we'll see. Top. Don't love it. Don't love it. Cultivate. Alright. So Lofty Denial is going to be pretty important here. Not going to lie. Stern Dismissal. That don't do much here. That don't do much here. Play Pixie. We're going to get in for... We're going to leave up our Lofty Denial here. Dismissal doesn't really do a ton. Like, bouncing Yorion's pretty bad. Shadow's Verdict. No!
Get off my plane.
Get that crap out of here. It's Pixie time. Where my Ophidians at? Oh, man. Now we're dead. They're going to get us again next turn. I need an Ophidian stat. Do I want to just hard cast Borrower? Snarls are so bad. Attack like this, just hard cast Borrower. We're like pretty all in now that we're out of their counter spells, so I think we're just making the most aggressive play as possible at all points. Like, don't wrath me again. Gargi is awesome for us. That's phenomenal. What are they at? Duress me? Why would they duress me first? hell kind of sequencing was that? Obviously, you addressed me first, right? All right, so we're going to Stern Dismissal. I'm going to hold the Brazen Borrower so I can bounce it again next turn. What were they thinking? All right, you can see my hand. Please draw a Counterspell. Counterspell or Toski, please. Or Snakeskin Veil, sure. All right, we're just jamming. The Veil does make this lethal, so we now have 7 damage in play. We also have a Borrower, too, so... Don't play Ultimatum. You son of a... Alright, what are they going to get? There are multiple Wraths, but... They get Extinction Event, they choose even, we cast Borrower, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, we're 1 short. Ugh. Yeah, if I never see this card again, it'll be too soon. It'll be too soon. Shadow's Verdict, Epiphany, Kiora, Best the Sea God. Yeah, I mean, we can't beat any of these cards, so... Alright, I guess you win. Tap all non-land permanents or controls. Yeah, we actually can't beat any of these cards. Alright, you win. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? No undefeated run. I feel like that should have been our good matchup. We beat the deck I thought would beat me, and we lost to the deck that I figured we would actually beat. Like... So, alright, 3-1. Finish strong here. Maybe we need 4 Toskis in our deck. We haven't drawn Toski freaking once. We need Toskis. We need Toski bad. Where are my Toskis at? Squirrel. Snarl. Alright. Alright. Yeah, the big problem with Standard, as I've said many, many times, is there's just so many cards in the format that invalidate everything else that happened in the game. Ultimatum being 1, Yorion being 1, Embercleave being 1, Great Henge being 1. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Ugin. Don't see Ugin too much anymore, but it's a pretty obnoxious Magic card to have in Standard. Swamp Go. Alright. Mill a card. It's a Plains. Alright, so a little bit of info there. Yeah, we're not playing the 2022. The decks aren't built for that. Like... We're playing Eldraine cards here, you know? Like, we're playing real Standard. When they rotate Eldraine early, talk to me. Don't kill it. Ah, it's perfectly played on my Snakeskin Veil, too. Gross. Gross. Alright. That's not good. Heliod's Intervention? Where's Toski? Yes, mid-September is the next set and the actual rotation. Hello? Batman.
Where are they?
Planes. Go blank. Okay. You got me, I guess. Yeah, I mean, sure. Another go blank. Okay. Best of one's a wild place. Sinkhole. I mean, I would actually love it to put in a go blank. We just play Borrower and Snakeskin Veil. Now we actually have a clock, so... That was a great draw. Not as good as Toski. All I want to do is draw Toski every time ever, but... This is just like a black-white anti-creature deck, I guess. Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Get off my plane.
Get the hell... Get out of here with that. Miss me with that, alright? Sentinel. So get a 9. Just jamming. We never draw Toski ever. We didn't cast a single Toski the entire league, did we? Oh, come on. Alright, that wasn't bad, actually. Toski. The Toski with the Moski. No. Not trying to rob you. Trying to help you. It's funny how, like, reasonable this card is, like, absent of rogues. Just like a 1/1 flyer for 1. You can eventually sack to draw a card, which is pretty good. A little bit of information. They're going to make it so they gain twice X life. They're going to gain 8 life. I mean, I guess. Toski, where art thou? We need you, bud. Mill Maze Mine Tome, okay. I'm Batman. 3-1. Looking for a 4-1 here. Cosmos Elixir. That really does have our clock. And Spare Supply. They're a Doom Foretold deck. Alright, it's all coming together now, I guess. I guess they're a Doom Foretold deck. They haven't played that many things that like are good with Doom Foretold. So draw a card and then just draw a card. Sure. Toski, please. Chat, I need your energy. Just please. Everyone type Toski in chat. All capital letters. Please. I need you. I need you, Toski. I need you right now. Come on! Not good enough, chat. It's not good enough. What's going on here? Yeah. Toski or Bark Channel Pathway. Whatever. Same thing. Clap, you believe in Toski. That's the problem. No, you weren't clapping. You need to clap more. Revitalize? Okay. Land. Speaking of cards that end the game on the spot and a totally non-fun. Actually, they're gonna screw up here. They're gonna bolt this. It's not gonna matter probably, but whenever you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. We still can't beat the Ugin. It doesn't actually matter. Lame. Lame. What are we, like, even hoping for here? You know, like, what's our avenue out of this current situation? Yeah, it's like Simic Tempo. I'm calling it Ophidian Tribal. We have borrowers, but they'll just, like, recast the Ugins. It doesn't even matter, you know, like... we attack Ugin, it goes to 5. It doesn't really do much. They minus it, goes to 2. I don't really see a way out here, honestly. Opponent's just playing, like, anti-creature pile. I should have played Scholar and attack them. And maybe tried to, like... If we, like, runner, borrower into counterspell, we, like, let them kill our crap, bounce Ugin on their next turn, and then counter it, like, the next turn. But that's pretty freaking ambitious. It's a good run, though. It was a good run. It was definitely a good run. We were 3-0. We just lost the last 2. Yeah, I mean, like, doesn't matter what we do. I probably should have cast this. I think that was a mistake, honestly. Pixie. Yeah. This deck doesn't really beat a resolve doing it. All of our things are small. The bolt's really good. The exiles are really good. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We have counter spells for it, you know. Can't allow it to resolve. It's good sequencing. Let's draw your card after you cast large spells. Sure, why not? If we had drawn that last turn, you know what? We might have just punted. So, if we had played the Scholar, I guess we would have had to attack them and not the Ugin to draw a card. Never mind. Because we could like flash this in end step and attack the Ugin. Yeah, so it wouldn't actually have mattered, but... Alright, what are you going to do? Whatever, I'm not going to sit here and stare at Ugin. So, Ugin gets us, whatever. We never drew Toski ever either, you know? Where my Toskis at? Where my Toskis at? So, I think it was really fun, though. Ophidian Tribal. So, we played, was this 20 lands? 21 lands? Maybe it's too many lands. Maybe we just play 4 Toski. Maybe like, it just seems like Toski's... Maybe we play 4 Toski and 4 Scholar. And we just, like, let it happen. We can also play more Octopus, I guess. They're not, like, great, though. Play the deck until you draw a Toski. We'll see. Maybe. But, yeah, this thing was pretty fun. Those first 3 games were very impressive. He beat Mono Red and Mono White. Which are things that I would not think would happen. Usually decks like this are good against, like, the slower decks, the mid-range decks, and bad against the aggro decks, but I'm impressed. That's deck 10. So I'm gonna stream, folks. Don't go nowhere. We're not going anywhere on stream. But all my YouTube folks, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe. If you missed any of the brews, at this point they'll all be up if you're watching this one. And there they are. They were all really fun. The Gruul decks were great. The Adventure deck was great. We had like 1 or 2 duds this set, but for the most part, all the decks were really, really cool. Even the ones that were bad were still pretty interesting. So 10 New Brews. I got my article on CoolStuffInc.com tomorrow. I'll have all the deck lists and my thoughts on each. I'm doing a full set review live on Twitch tomorrow. That'll be on YouTube to follow as well. I'm commentating the Stream League on Saturday. I'm just busy. But YouTube folks, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and you're all great. I just love you all, right? Thanks for watching, YouTube. Appreciate it. Y'all great.